Downtown, I got that heat, let's go.
What's up, everybody? Hey. Welcome to Streaming Matters. Hey, Auburn, how you doing? Wait. Okay, all right. So I had my volume down. So, all right. Thanks for everyone joining. Thanks for you hanging out with me. And we'll talk about tech and cord cutting and saving you money and where you're spending too much money and suggestions. Try to cover a lot of bases here. Technology, gaming. We do it all. I forgot to take a look. Let me take a look. I'm just going to see.
Anything about
Yep. All right, so let me grab that. We are being simulcast. We're being broadcast there in big screen, on the Oculus. So if you have the Oculus, let me grab that that banner we have for that, and I'll edit it. Hold on a second.
Okay, good. You got it. Okay.
Toss that in there. Edit, save. All right, it's saved. So right now,
and click to open it.
Yep, I got it right there. So if you have an Oculus, you're able to watch this live on big screen. So thanks to Roger and Debrid for putting that out there for me. the only YouTube show that is being broadcast on YouTube, on Facebook, as well as on big screen. So we crush it around here. We crush it.
Yeah, we try. We definitely try.
Yeah. So, but you're doing all right today, enjoying the day, and
I'm doing good. Weather is nice for once. It's
Mhm.
60 degrees outside, and
shit. Well, it
yeah,
was above zero today. Celsius. Celsius.
Celsius. So even still, that's still cold.
Hmm. So yeah, it's chilly. So,
Hmm.
thanks for everybody. I see lots of people have jumped in the show today or on the
Yeah.
side chat. We've got lots and lots of people. So I like to say hey to everyone and give a little shout out to my friends and people that are viewing because you're taking time out of your day to come hang out with me in Auburn for a little bit. So we appreciate it. Funster, what's up? Meet and greets. I was talking with him earlier today. We got Red and Monkey 28. So Heel was in here. He was always here early, jumping in here. Eddie, hey, look at there. Eddie's hanging with us. Michael, and we got Steve hanging with us. We saw Noir. He's hanging over in the side chat at the club. He's at the club with the heavy
It's a club.
light, the heavy glow. All right, so nice to see you. Beach, there you go, bro. Lots of people. Canuck Gal, who hangs out with us a lot of times on the Oculus, and she's one of our Oculus friends, and we've converted somebody else.
Yeah,
We
I
converted
know.
somebody else.
Well, listen,
Brought him to the dark side.
You did because my whole day was just I can't handle. It's like when when you get like your computer and you sit down in front of your computer and time just goes by.
Yeah.
And you don't know, you don't care. You're at least able to look up and see the clock and be like, oh well, I know I've been here for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Doing this. But VR is completely different. You put those things over your eye. I know you can see what time it is.
Sometimes.
I get that.
But sometimes your battery tells you what time it is. Your battery, if you don't get one of those extra
I
batteries,
didn't get that. I did buy extra batteries. I got a 10,000 and a 20,000.
Okay.
Milliamps,
Oh, if you got 20,000, you got a wow.
Yeah, you know me. I have to always overdo everything.
Yeah, you're Mr.
And,
you go big.
Yeah, go big or go home. That's a show. It's a terrible show, but it is a show. I mean that if you're looking at something bad to watch, there you go. There you go. Go big or go home. Oh my gosh. How it made 2 seasons, I don't know.
I don't think I ever saw that one.
Oh gosh, it's bad. TBS. Okay, that should
that tells you enough.
It tells you enough.
Yeah, we got a lot going through. You have Trevor. We got lots of people, and again, typing in VR is tough, and that's true, Roger. I've tried it myself. So, lots of people. I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with us. And we're gonna see what happens with the show today. Let me run down here to the bottom because we'll go ahead, and again, we talk about tech stuff. We'll talk about streaming, cord cutting, things to watch out for, dangers to possibly your devices or your information, as well as saving you money. One of the first things, and nobody's really talked about this yet, and I saw on a post, one of the guys in my group posted that he had an issue on Real Debrid. So let me grab this, and let me go ahead and make that a little bit bigger. All right, so you got that?
Okay, I'll grab that.
Oh no, you should be able to see it, right? You
can yeah, got that.
Okay.
But I was talking about the other thing. I got it already.
I was looking for my. All right, so let me get back here. So what's happening is there was somebody mentioned something about infringing torrents on Real Debrid, and we've talked about Debrid, and you can put a torrent in there, a magnet link, and the magnet link will be inside there, and it will grab the files for you to the cloud, and then you're able to get it. You're able to access it through the cloud to your device. And we've talked about that being the best way for streaming and best way for getting certain content that you're looking for. But then somebody says, have you ever seen a warning says infringing torrent? And I had not. Mm-hmm. I had not heard about this. And I don't know, have you heard about this?
I've never heard of it, no.
So I was kind of curious and reading through this article, and it's on Reddit. I got you down there in the post on it. And what it seems to be is that certain torrents are now being registered and requests are being probably given to Real Debrid company, the Real Debrid server, the company itself, saying remove these certain files, these torrents that are on there. So I want to know, it seems to me that this is brand new. Nobody's heard about this kind of happening. Let me try to share. I'll show you the warning. See if I can get it to pop up.
I just want to say what's up to Penn. Good seeing you. Haven't seen you in a while. Miss you, brother.
All right, let's see here. Let me grab this let me share this screen. Let me see if it'll. Window, Paint. I think I saved this to Paint, so it's just. All right, you got that, bro?
Yeah.
Okay, so it comes up this little warning. So when you put a magnet link in here, and most of us are familiar with it, if you've used Real Debrid for this, you're able to put a magnet link in this box. You hit convert, and then it opens up a window that will tell you what the files are. Are they zips, RARs, or if it's one file or a bunch of files? And you're able to check mark, which they're default checked, to download them to the cloud server. But now there's this new warning that will pop up occasionally on a few files that I was just testing, and it came back infringing torrent. So my question is this something that we're going to start seeing moving forward? Because I had never seen this, and again, it seems like it popped up just in the last 8 or 9 days.
Yeah.
So what's your thought? What's your thoughts on that? I mean,
I don't know. You know how I feel about how they want to. Everyone wants to check everything that everyone's doing nowadays.
Yep.
We have a lot of that. What we'll be talking about today, but I think it's part of it. Something's going on. I'm surprised that RD hasn't said more about it. But has anyone? But RD is the only one you can't pull.
Real Debrid doesn't really talk. You really can't ask them any questions.
Right.
They're very.
Mm-hmm.
Their customers. Well, I should say their PR people aren't always great. They basically say nothing.
Well, I guess it's better that they do it that way.
Yeah. So my question, I mean, it just makes me worry. So I've never
none
seen
of the
this. Are we gonna start seeing
none of the other Debrid things? You can do anything like with torrent links like that. Real Debrid.
Well, you can with premium
premiumized. You can
premiumized. And actually, the same magnet link opened in premiumized, but did not open in Real Debrid. So, just my thought is that we're probably going to start seeing this in the future. I think we're going to start seeing this more and more as more requests to remove certain content is happening. Because it's like I said, it was weird that I got that warning with one service, but then another service I didn't. Premiumized did not give me for that exact magnet link. So I think that this is something we're going to be seeing. I think we're going to see this happen more and more. But it seems it's got to be very certain titles, I would assume. So I don't know. I didn't know if anybody else in the side chat has seen these warnings. And if they have, how long? How do you find it happening all the time? I'm wondering if it's going to start happening inside of Kodi or in some of these APKs or stuff that's using Debrid. If it's going to start having that fail to play or can't reach the thing.
Right.
And so I didn't know if who else noticed that. It's a bit worrisome to me. I think it's a sign where this is going to go. I think they're going to get more takedowns. And it's inevitable that's not going to happen. So just curious on how many people had seen that. I think we're going to see it more.
Yeah. Okay. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a wild cherry beer.
Wild
and it actually
cherry beer.
It's a cider, but it doesn't really taste like a cider. It doesn't really taste like much like a cider. It tastes more like beer than it does cider. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So, not that I drink beer, but
Yeah, I know you don't drink that.
But what would the people back in here in the States think of that? I guess it's the big question.
Yeah, they'd probably be kind of embarrassed. I'd be like, damn, devs.
Well, have you
that crap from?
your other stuff that you were drinking here? Have you been able to get any of it, or
No, you can't. I mean, I've tried some
no?
other beers that I like that I found that
Hmm.
are all right.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy them as much as I did the beer down there. I found
Uh-huh.
some they're okay. This is just something different. I can drink a couple of these. Like I said, it's not too sweet. Sometimes ciders are too sweet and too much. This, like I said, actually almost has it's a taste between a beer and a cider.
Yeah.
It tastes like cider. Something different drink.
Yeah.
One of the other things we were going to talk about is the one about Torguard.
Hmm.
Use torrents, magnet links, and trying to keep, try to keep your IP off of it. So,
Right.
so yeah, they were blamed for ignoring 100,000 piracy notices. So that's why they 100,000.
Wow.
So, yep. So if you're using Tor as your VPN, Torguard as your VPN, you're probably going to find that you may, if you're using it for this purposes, you're probably going to want to move on, try something different.
Yeah.
So, and actually, I signed up for Nord, and I liked it. I thought it worked pretty well for me.
Okay.
I was using, what was it, Pia before, but remember Pia got bought out.
Right.
Didn't they get bought out by
the
Cape
other
Technologies?
Mm-hmm.
So when it came due, I was like,
funny thing, that 10 tera drive thing, because I bought it the other day, and that comes with a VPN with it, but I didn't even get to any of that yet. But it comes with one. So if anyone wants to know.
the issue with VPNs is you can have, a free VPN, but the problem is mostly on your speed, because if you could do even in the same service, depending on where you're trying to log into, what city or what server, it changes. So your speed could be crap, and I saw that a lot, in trying to find the right cities, right countries. So I don't know. That's another. If you're using this VPN for torrenting, it's gonna be gone. It's done.
Patty wants to know if Pia is still okay. Okay.
Pia is you. All right. We talked about Pia, Cape Industries or Technologies or something like that. But Cape, KAPE, bought Pia, and they bought two other. I want to say Shark VPN and another one. It slips my mind. But they bought these big VPN services, and the company used to produce, distribute malware, and they did that for years. And then all of a sudden they stopped. They're like, well, we're going to stop doing malware. We're going to be a VPN company. We're going to protect people. And so to me, it was a little bit fishy when a company that was selling malware now is selling a VPN. Makes me question how reliable they are and how trustworthy, because a VPN, you need to trust them. You need to be able to trust it. So I don't like not to. And again, look it up. If you look up Cape Technologies, there's 3 companies. Maybe it was Ghost. Maybe it was Ghost VPN. And I'm not a fan of that company buying all these VPN companies and then bought review sites. That's what we also talked about on that show. They bought the review sites. They bought 2 review sites and put those 3 VPNs as the top 3. So it's like, I don't know. It seemed crooked as hell that first of all you buy the VPN companies, then you buy the websites that are the big review sites, and you put yours at the top of the list. So
at the top of the list.
Yeah, I wasn't wanting to renew with them. That wasn't my like. Nah, they can keep it. The next topic was Vanced. YouTube Vanced is being shut down. Legal reasons, they've been fighting, and so they're going to shut down. And I know a lot of our friends used Vanced, and some people say, well, what's Vanced? So YouTube Vanced was a modified version of the YouTube app. So if you have a phone or a smart device or a Fire Stick or NVIDIA Shield, whatever you're using as your Android device, you normally have YouTube installed, and you get the ads and all the other stuff that some people don't really like in YouTube. So YouTube Vanced was a modded app that you could use to avoid all of those things. Well, they're being forced to shut down now, saying that they are going to stop distributing it, but that doesn't mean that the service is going to stop. They won't be able to give out that APK anymore. But over time, the server, that will shut down. I mean, it's just a matter of time before things break or go down. But they said if you have the app, it's still going to work. But then after that, it'll as things go down, they're not going to fix it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a few more days. This has been 5 days. You still may be able to get it. If you want advanced, it's on a lot of servers, but it blocks all kinds of people like it, but it will stop working before long. So you're going to want to start planning for something different. You're going to want a different thing. And I was taking a look at what some of the popular YouTube alternates are. So if you're wanting an Android device, SmartTube, a lot of people like the SmartTube Next, and this is an image of it. You can sign up and put you're able to sign up so you'll have your subscriptions. So if you have a YouTube account that you have certain people you're subscribed to, you can subscribe to those people through this app in there. So it has all your subscriptions, but you won't get any ads. So may be an option for you. SmartTube Next. Another big one was this NewPipe. NewPipe is one that doesn't have as many bells and whistles that the other one has, but it's another option for you if you're looking to having a YouTube without ads. I did see where some people have said, well, but you should be supporting the content creators and da. And I subscribe and I see the ads, and I have a YouTube channel. And if someone wants to use one of these things to avoid the ads, more power to them. I guess it matters more to people that use it as a living, and I don't use this as a form of living. I mean, to be honest, if it's $100 a year or $150 a year, that would be a great year for me. So, but some people do this for a living, and I see where there needed ads for that. But if you're wanting to get around them, NewPipe and the SmartTube might be some options for you. Is there some other options? I don't know if anybody in the side chat, did anybody else mention any other options?
It's talking about. You can just check on the storage stuff I put there for you.
Okay, all right. So Blindspot says that there's 5 Vanced clones taking place. Yeah, and just I would be careful there.
And Vanced is going to work until Google changes the API.
Yeah, which I don't know how long that's going to work.
It's going to be, yeah, right.
It's hard to say, but just plan. So just plan for it. Make sure you have some other option, because you don't. To me, I mean, I've used YouTube for years on my NVIDIA Shield. But actually, I thought about and I actually installed the Smart Next
SmartTube.
SmartTube. I actually installed it yesterday.
Okay, how did it work on there?
It looks very similar to YouTube interface. Had my subscriptions in there, but yeah, you click something and it plays. And I'm like, I'm used to seeing an ad. I talked about this morning. I really don't mind people doing ads at the beginning of a video. You know what?
It's just in the middle of it. It drives me crazy.
In the middle that drives me damn bonkers.
Yep.
And it just pisses me off.
It's just as they're going to talk about what exactly you need. Let me tell you about my car warranty.
Yep. Yeah. And you can't click past those videos.
Nope.
That ad. So that's so I can see where someone would use an alternative to YouTube. And one of the things when I installed, what was odd is when I was installing the NextTube, it says, all right, you want to log into your YouTube account. And I said, well, yeah. So I get all the people I'm subscribed to. I'd have that in my list. And then it says, do you want to delete YouTube? which I was kind of surprised that it asked me if I wanted to delete it. But I said no, because what gets me is the Shield uses YouTube for a lot of
stuff. Yeah.
You know, when you do a searches, if you did a search, it's going to use it.
Yeah.
So, hey, I see Gut Street said sign up for YouTube Premium service. A VPN to India and Argentina costs like $19 a year. Well, that's an option. Then you do, then whenever you want to use YouTube, yes, you'd have to use your VPN. And you'd have to change your location to Argentina or India, which may hurt your quality. Because your ping may not be great. So I was wondering what other has anybody used NewPipe? I don't know if anybody over in the side chat, if anybody has used NewPipe. NewPipe, this modded YouTube clone. Let's see. Maybe somebody's used it. Sometimes you can use browsers that block certain stuff like that, and or VPN. Some VPNs will block ads, or but I don't know. So you only bothers you when they do it in the middle of the damn video.
Well, you know how me and YouTube are. So you know,
you have all the reason. You have all the reason. You have all the reason to move to some alternative.
Oh yeah, and it's going to serve them right. Because if they do this to me, they're doing it to others, and you know what? No one's not going to be able to like and subscribe to anything. And they're going to see where it puts them, because when you have someone like me, that's all I would do is like and subscribe, and then you take it away from me for no reason. Well,
fight the power.
Right, fight the power. Protect your neck.
Protect that neck. And hey, for people that not followed us in the past, Alban has gotten nailed by YouTube. They basically banned his account for whatever reason.
Forever. They just
they
don't want me. They don't want me. And I did nothing.
I did nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong. They just want to see how much they could piss me off. They keep poking the bear. But they'll see. Google's having their own issues right now, I guess. Anyhow, look at Google Maps.
Yeah, that's actually one that we were going to talk about. Google Maps. Google Maps went down. This morning, and I don't know if it's up now, but it's as of 11:30 earlier today. Google Maps went down. Global outages hits the mapping service. So, boom! If you were traveling to some crazy city, and you're like, I don't know anything about the city, or I'll even say younger people, because to be honest, and I'm guilty of it too. Now that remember when you used to actually use a map, or you had to write down the directions? Someone would tell you the directions. And that's how you got to where you needed to go. You actually had to look at the corner and be like, oh, that's that house there. Turn here.
No, but
my kids,
I remember those days. But the minute I was able to get myself a GPS, I had one, But I still have the Street Pilot 1. I still I've been through all kinds of GPSs.
You're having to have all them early devices,
right? Because when you're driving down the road on a motorcycle, it was great being able to look down and be able to outrun the police, because I knew where the streets were better than them. You know what I mean?
So kids. So today's show, kids, we're going to talk about in the olden days, you used to have to get a device. Your phone didn't have a GPS in it. You actually had to buy a GPS, a Garmin or different companies like that.
Magellan.
And the actual maps would be downloaded onto the device. Because remember, if you got a new device, that's when you got the new updated these streets. And it would place you on that thing. So that was when not a lot of us had those, the Google, and it would sit there on your dashboard. So you're over there using it to run from the popo.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah, man. Hey.
So, but if you were using, so what I was thinking, so people used to tell you where to go, and you would have to write it down or take a map. I had a map in the car till I was about 25, 28, that I had a local map in my glove box, which we don't do that no more. And then, but I was talking to like my kids when I was first learning to drive. I'm like, okay, so where's this person live? I don't know. I look it up on my phone. I'm like, do you know what street we got turned on? Well, no, I just pull it up on my phone because, they were so used to dependent on that kind of stuff. They don't notice, you turn at that grocery store that's closed. You turn at that, drive down there to that big tree, and then you're going to, I can't remember the name of this street. You just turn there. But now people are dependent on these kind of GPSs to get around.
To get you there.
Yeah,
someplace that you've never been before. Yep.
Or even if you've lived in the town, I think people don't know. I mean, I pay attention when I'm riding around. Even if I'm riding the car, I'm looking. Oh, that's where the auto parts store is. Oh, that's where that is. To in my head to map it out. This is north. This is. But I think with a lot of younger people, don't need that. It's on my phone. They don't need that. Right. It's on my phone. That's so. Yeah, I would have hated to be traveling across the country when this shit went down. But I use Waze.
I did it twice. And having my GPS was the only thing where I would do it. Because it was great. I would look down and say, "Oh, that's the squiggliest road I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna go hit it." You know what I mean? And I can't tell you the amount of great roads I found by doing it.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, because and Alban is a motorcycle rider, and he likes to get out there and drive and ride and I mean, I used to like to drive certain roads on my old car. Now my Honda, I don't care. Just get me point A to B. That's all, and don't break down. Right. And don't need to go to the gas pump much. That's all I care about. Those point A to B. Drive and keep the gas mileage down. So that was
you can't talk about gas mileage anymore, But I really feel like that old guy. You know what I mean? I remember when gas was 75 cents a gallon. Yeah.
Well, when I started driving, it was 99. I remember 99 cents a gallon.
I remember 75 cents a gallon.
As you were driving?
Yeah. Well, I drove early. I was always on something. I even had a skateboard that took gas,
Oh shit! See, you had money. I thought you lived like on the street.
No,
I thought you were poor.
No.
I
worked hard. I worked hard for whether
hustling.
It was cutting lawns and everything for everybody. Yeah. And then now, no one. No, these kids don't come around to do nothing for nobody.
It cracks me up. Have you seen that meme that's posted that people have and it says, "My GoFundMe," and it was like them pushing a lawnmower, and that was their GoFundMe back in the day.
Right. It was. I wasn't getting nothing from nobody. Nothing. Yeah. Get out of the house. It's light out. You know what I mean? Don't come back till it's dark.
Yeah. And it mowing grass.
No, you can't get a glass of water. Use the hose.
Cancer-ridden hose. No wonder we're all messed up.
Oh, come on. You got to remember that rubber tastes
I
good.
do.
You know what I mean?
I do remember. And I'm wondering what chemicals was in that. What chemicals was in that hose that I was squirting in my mouth and playing in, putting a pool and, just doing stupid shit, dunking your, I'd have my brother and we'd be in it. You like dunk his head, hold it down, just to, when you're two boys, you play rough. So
I
used to, I don't know how much of that water that I was, when he was drowning me in it, I was drinking. Yeah, probably gonna, it's probably why we're so tough.
That's right.
Maybe that's why we're all broken up. So
yeah. No, that's why we're breaking
back
down
back in the day, we remember. So big news that everyone's just yada crying about is Netflix going up on changing their policy. Now they went up on their price last month or this actually takes effect
for a couple weeks in a row.
Yeah, it's not long. So then Netflix is starting a new program in 3 other countries. Now before any you've seen the videos, people getting all excited about it. This is in another country, so this ain't happening to your bill right now. Not to say it's not going to happen to your bill, but it's happening somewhere else. But people are reading into it where this is going to go. So it's launching a test project in Chile, Costa Rica, and Peru. And they're going to basically IP lock your Netflix account. And what I mean by that is that any devices you have within your home on your IP address, that all the devices can use it. I think it's 5 devices when people sign up, but those people can use this account. So if you have a profile that and you're inside that house, the people all can watch it. But if you are outside that home, meaning that you share your password, or someone else lets you use their password, that's when where Netflix is going to crack down on these people in Chile, Costa Rica, and Peru. And they're going to not allow that outside the home person use Netflix. And what this is going to create, and what they said they're going to give people the option of basically for $3 that they call it a sub member. A sub member can join your account for $3 a month. And they'll be able to use your Netflix account outside their home. And it says it's going to be able to transfer the profile. So let's say you got Jim Bob you've been sharing your account with him. You're letting him use your account. So Jim Bob has an account on your Netflix. You see it. Jim Bob will be able to take his account with what he watches and the things that are popular to him. When he signs up for the $3 would be $3 a month, he would be able to take his account and use it at another house. I think this is probably a sign within the year. If it goes well, I could see him pushing this in the U.S. I think it's going to take a while.
But you know what? I just sort of that you put it that way, because I didn't think that they were going to do it for, okay, I have a Netflix account and, I have, people that are using it.
Yes,
and,
sharing it.
But I think that what they're going to do is they're going to try to lock a person down by saying, oh, okay, well, you want to have a Netflix account and then you want to let your kids and your wife be able to get on. Mm-hmm. So now they're going to say, oh, well, that's 3
Those are different profiles.
Right. Yeah, but they're going to do it by profiles. They're going to say, okay, you can have like these 5 profiles and that's going to be, but we're going to want you to pay for those profiles. I'll bet you dollars of donuts. That's what they're going to do. And then they're going to say, because that's the only way they're going to be able to lock it to just that account. You understand?
Yeah, well,
because why would they go ahead and say, oh, okay, well, you have an account, but if you want to let your brother who lives, 4 states away use it, how is Netflix making any money? You know what I'm saying?
That's been but people have been doing that for a long time.
I know, and that's why they're trying to stop it. Because listen, look, think about it. You got Netflix that's been out forever, and they were making a killing, and then now you have an HBO Max, you got Amazon, you got all these guys that came in, and they're all saying, you know what, I'm gonna make everyone pay for this. Because can you easily do that with HBO Max? Share your account?
Yeah, I don't know. I know with Disney. I don't know
because I don't have it.
Disney
you can. Disney will lock it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. I mean, to me, you already some of these people are paying for the all right. So Blue has Netflix, and so she pays for the 4K, and it gives 5 users. So it's 5 profiles pop up.
Right.
And so you're allowed that now.
Because I guess what I'm saying is I think they have to lock it up at some point, because otherwise people just keep
Well, yeah, they've been doing that.
But no, they'll keep buying the profile for the $2.99 to jump on yours.
Well, you'd come up. Yeah,
they're gonna have to say, oh, it's 5 is the cap for this user.
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna have to do. Yeah. If they want to, make any money.
All right, so I want to say, and I was looking, it wasn't this article. It was another article I read today about the thing. And I want to say they made that Netflix net profit last year was over $5 billion.
$1 billion, right?
Billion. $5 billion profit. Now, again, didn't say gross. The total that they earned
is profit. Right.
Profit.
Okay.
After they paid the CEOs, they paid everybody. The bills are paid, and you walk away with $5 billion.
Think about what they've lost.
Didn't lose. You didn't lose.
Think about what they've lost. But by the Amazons, the Hulu, all of the you know the
they could have made more. They could have made more.
You don't think they're looking at that? They care more about that. You're gonna take someone who's making $5 billion and they see everyone else using all these other services. They're saying to myself, "Oh, I just lost another $10 billion."
Yeah.
So what do I have to do?
I guess potential. That was potential.
Right.
Market share.
Right. They're gonna look at that. That's all they're gonna care about.
Yeah. Well, you're in the area we are, and it's going to go in. We'll go into the next topic where we talk about the services and how many services people have, and people having to weed down. But to me, it's a little. I see it as Netflix being a little bit desperate on one aspect of it, and because I think that they want to increase profits even more. Which again, you made $5 billion. You know they're greedy. You're not struggling. You're not struggling, and they'll say, "Oh, we need it for this." No, everything was paid off, and you made that kind of money. But I think what it concerns me is how does that work if I use it on my cell phone? You and I talked about this before the show. So I can use my Netflix account. It's just my account. So I'm going to use my account, and I'm at the mall waiting on my car to be worked on. And I got my Netflix along. How is it going to? I'm not in the house no more, but it's my account. Well, I should be able to use it. So I don't know how they're going to lock that in. And I think that's why it's going to Chile, Costa Rica, and Peru, because they can mistreat some other people in another country. Yeah, let's be honest about it. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're like, we'll let you be our guinea pigs. If you don't like it, or if it don't work good, or people get mad, well, it's these countries. Which is wrong, but that's what they're doing. I think they're going to see if it works, how the technology, how you track people in their accounts to make sure you're not shorting your real customer by trying to stop a person that's sharing, and they'll try to work out. But it'll take a while. I think maybe by a year, but I don't know. I don't know if it'll happen right away. But
it won't happen that
the writing's on the wall. I think a lot of people getting scared. I think it's going to take a little time though, because I don't think there's a lot of stuff they got to sort out.
There's a team that's saying that they put together that's saying, well, you recover a part of my $10 billion that I lost. You get a special bonus. You know what I'm saying? And
exactly. That's happening. That's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's somebody's job. Yeah, you're right. That's somebody's job. And they have a chart. They got a chart, and they're probably saying, okay, if you help us reach this benchmark, I mean, it happens in all businesses. You reach this benchmark, you get this windfall. You get an extra bonus if you hit this benchmark. So yeah, Netflix is trying to squeeze it. I think at the price point that it's at, I think that Netflix is honestly the best bang for the buck. Yeah. If you're paying for services, if you're a person, you're going to pay for services.
But yes and no, because when you still think about, well, okay, someone gets Netflix and it used to be, oh, okay, the kids are going to watch their stuff. But now it's that whole freaking Disney thing, and everyone wants to be able to watch all of the Marvel and Marvel movies and all that, and they have it all sitting right there. And Netflix has to do something because there's nothing else out there, and that's all everyone wants to watch right now. And and Disney bought.
Well, you mean all the Marvel stuff?
Yeah, all the Marvel stuff.
Yeah. The Marvel stuff is it's very popular. Yeah.
Right, it's very popular. Because that's what everyone wants to watch. Come on, look at Spider-Man. $1.8 billion it's already made. That's B with a billion. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to tell me that Netflix isn't saying, damn, you know, that could have been us being able to you know, own that movie.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, that's got to be hurting them. It's got to be.
Well, and we've on this show we've talked about the people cutting their cable, you know, getting rid of cable, cord cutting, cutting cable, cutting satellite, and getting away from your standard way of getting your content, your media through satellite or through cable, which most people do. And I'm a cord cutter, I'm gonna save money, and it seems to me that the money's just changed. The way that they're getting their money is just coming from us still, but differently. I still think Netflix for the $16, if you paid for the premium, that's US, that's $16. All right, if you didn't pay for cable, that's a decent deal. It's going to continue to go up, so don't, you know, that price is not locked in. They're going to continue to go up, but it's the best bang for the buck. And one of the other articles that before you do that is now think about like the whole other thing this week with Paramount and MGM. You know what I mean? That merger. Yeah, Amazon. I'm sorry, Amazon. You know, bought MGM. So now you know Netflix is really have to be losing their minds. Yeah. Well, and we're seeing a shift of the who's running what in the big massive companies. You know, it used to be, you know, the ABC, CBS, NBC, and then Fox came along, and then, you know, Ted Turner and his buying it, and the different media companies buying up and moving stuff around. So yeah, I think we're seeing that and I'm sure Netflix, they're forward thinkers. I mean, let's be honest, they're forward thinkers. So they're looking at how much market share we losing, because now there's so many things in the marketplace that people need. And it goes to this guy that wrote this article. He was basically said he was a cord cutter because he needed to save money, right? And he says he's figured up what he's spending. And right now, with the services he has, he's paying $133 in these services, streaming services, a month. So $133 a month that he's spending on that. Who, again, he went to being a cord cutter to save money. And why is he not saving money? And this is with Netflix. He's got on here. Netflix is 15.5. I guess that's before this hike is getting ready to happen. Oh no, he's got I'm sorry. He says standard, so he doesn't have the premium. So he's got standard, and then he's got Prime Video. He's paying $11. I don't know what the hell you do that for. HBO $12.50. Sling. Now, so he's a cord cutter. So he wanted to cut the cord, but he wanted the live station still. He wanted the Food Network and the ESPNs and all that. So that's why you see it says Sling blue and orange. He's paying for both packages, $50. And if you thought about when he signed up for the blue or orange, he probably right after he had cut off the cable, and he says it's going to be $50.
Yeah.
Hey, I was paying $150 or whatever he was. He's thinking I'm saving money.
Yeah.
But again, just if he had just that service, Hulu, $6. Disney Plus, basically $4. Peacock, $4. Apple Plus, $5. Showtime, $11. Paramount Plus, $9, and Stars, $5. So I think we talked about this last week. One of my family members said that they were liking Yellowstone. I think is the name. I think it was Yellowstone. They liked watching Yellowstone, and the only way to watch the Yellowstone live was with the Paramount Plus. So you paid for this Paramount Plus to watch the one show, but they continue to get you, and that's how your bill can grow and grow. And you've got to take a look, people. You've got to really look at your bill, because you'll be nickeled and dimed until you're right up here like this guy, $134. It can happen, and this is not a unique case. I bet a lot of people that were cord cutters are doing this. I mean, if someone asked me, I'd say, all right, so my Disney is through my phone. So does that really cost me? Because I get it for my phone, but I probably pay more for my phone than what I should. But I pay for Real Debrid. That's $3 a month, and different live services. So that's another $10. And if you pay for a news group or a VPN, you might be nickel and dime. You might be, as a cord cutter, you might be nickel and dimed.
Right.
You know, you could be at $20 or $30 easily. So pay attention to that. But if you're a cord cutter and you're looking to save money, you've got to look at each one of these lines and say, what is the value I get from that service?
Right.
The $12, $12.50 for HBO Max.
And HBO Max doesn't even give you any. Are they giving you any sports stuff? Because I don't know what's on any of these things.
No, you're not going to get.
You're not even getting any sport. You know,
no sports.
The only thing that from that list is Showtime. Is that you get sports stuff from, right?
You would get some sports from Showtime. Yep, and I think some Peacock sometimes has stuff. Yeah. And on this list, it would go to the blue and orange, which would be your live. I guarantee $50 they're paying for the blue and orange package. So that's going to be your sports packages as well as your I'll call them your entertainment stations, your USA, your TNT, your TBS, your Food Network, your Discovery, your History, those kind of things. So just pay attention to your bill.
And Funster saying that 133 is without the actual internet cost.
Oh yeah. We're not even talking internet. This straight, which you're. But again, what people don't realize that I do know family members that have talked to me when they're like, I need to save some money on my cable bill or on my TV bill. And I'm like, what's your TV bill? And they'll say, I'm paying. I'll give a round number. Let's say $200. And they're like, $200. I'm paying for my TV. I'm like, you're paying $200 for your TV? Well, that includes my internet too. I'm like, okay, so let's set that aside. So what is internet by itself? And sometimes, let's just say it's $100. So we're paying $100 for their internet. And then I'm like, okay, so $100 for your live TV. And so that's your live TV cost. So if you're going to be a cord cutter, what are you wanting? Do you want, I'm just going to find it later on through free services? Or are you a person that's going to need the sling, the $50? And that's the savings. I mean,
and I got another one now that I'm thinking of. I guess that's the reason why a lot of the cable companies now are like, they're accepting people leaving. They're not saying, oh, okay, well, you only just want to have internet. I'm going to charge you, more money because you just want that. They're not doing that because they know that, these other places, they're still paying more money for it. Something has to be being kicked back to them, for them to allow everyone to. I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know.
Because
listen, let's just say, for example, would HBO have it, or does Disney Plus have any type of? Well, it's got to have ad stuff somewhere. You know what I'm saying? They might not be getting charged as much for it because they're able to say, okay, we're not gonna charge you as much for this because people left the platform to then go to your Plus platform. You understand?
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, because yes, your traffic, your traffic to whatever platform, website, whatever it is, whatever the traffic is, you're selling that traffic. We have this much traffic. So yeah, if you have less traffic that's going through something, it's going to get less ad money because when you go to your advertisers, you can't say that you got to be able to claim how many people come through your site. Hey, I can guarantee you a bang for your buck. We have 1 million people come through our day. So, if you want ad space, it's going to cost you. And I see that what Fun's saying. His ISP has Netflix on their setup boxes, so they're still getting a kickback. They could be probably getting. Well, that's true. Yes, because Verizon does that also. Exactly. All right. So, Funster's exactly right, and we talked about this. I don't know, months ago, that Netflix rents space at ISPs. Because have you ever noticed? Well, you don't because you don't have Netflix. Sometimes
I do have Netflix. I do have Netflix.
Sometimes Netflix looks on spot. It is awesome, clear, looks great. And then other times you watch it and it's pixelated and it seems like the quality's low. And because of the content that they Netflix rents that space at your ISP with servers and puts these big servers with the popular shows and the popular movies. It's at their ISP. So let's say I can't think of a show off the top of my head right now, but let's say there's a real popular Netflix show. Everybody's watching it. They'll put that on all the servers right around, so that your ISP has it, so it doesn't have to travel far.
Like any of those top 10 shows. On all the servers.
Right. Yeah, because it tells you what the top 10 are. So they're going to be close to you. The quality is going to be on spot. But go back and try to watch some old show, some less popular show, and you start seeing the pixelation and stuff. So I guess you're right. I guess you're right about the ISP is getting a kickback.
Because think about it. They don't have to rent that box anymore. They don't have to send out a technician to the house because that user doesn't have any boxes in the house no more. You know what I'm saying? So they're saying, hey, go for it. We don't have to mess with any cables in the house. It's up to that user now to try to get that signal. I can't. You know what? If they're going to tell me that they can't get signal to it, here, I got this box I'm going to sell you so you can get a stronger signal. I'm going to charge you X dollars more a month, to say that, I'm gonna give you a better signal throughout your house. You know what I'm saying? This is what they're doing. That's all they're doing. Yeah. They don't have to do anything in the house no more. They can just have the tech sitting, at their location, say, "Oh no, we see your router. We reset your router. You should be able. You should be good. If it's anything that's inside the house, I'm gonna send a technician over, and it's gonna, it's gonna cost you."
Yeah, it's going to be some time and some money, most likely.
Yep. And that guy is going to walk in the door and he'll say, "Oh, well, you're trying to go through 8 walls." It's no more none of the you have a bad splitter in the house, because there's no coax anymore.
Yeah. Hey, Octavia has a good point, and again, if you got cable TV or you're if you have that stuff, you need to talk to your ISP, your providers, because sometimes, and like with Octavia here, she has a fake landline for $10 a month. If I drop the $10 a month, it'll go from $60 to $120 because she's in the program. For normally it's like bundled, like the bundle.
Yeah, you don't want that bundle stuff.
Well, you can play it against them. Play
it against them, but you have to be able to just go out and get your own voice over IP. But they say but you can have a phone number and never use it just to have to fall into that. And because if you have the triple pass or whatever it is, you'll be able to save money. So just talk if you're going to pay. Find out you call that cable company and you act as if you don't have anything and say, what is this going to cost me for just internet? Okay. And then you go from there and because you can even go online and see, okay, well, I just moved here and I just need internet only. I don't want nothing else, and see what they say, how much it is. They're going to tell you, $79. And meanwhile, they're going to tell you, oh, well, no, you have to go with the double play. And, because we know you're not using that phone at all, because we can see exactly, how many calls go out on it, or they'll say, oh, we want that triple play so you can see who's calling you on your TV. You know what I mean? There's an app for that. Okay, everybody.
I think I saw Chuck said, did he miss the RD Doomsday talk?
Did.
Yeah, he missed.
Yeah,
he missed
sorry,
it.
Chuck.
I said the sky's falling. We're all gonna die. You know.
Chuck, you were late to class. Okay, that's what you get. You're gonna have to rewatch it now. We still love you, but you're gonna have to rewatch the show. Sorry, buddy.
All right, but hey, I forgot to. So just pay attention to you guys' bills. Not to say you can't, you shouldn't have any of those services, but whatever services you have, make sure that you're using it to get the value for it. If you're not watching the show, because sometimes people sign up for HBO Max or like I said, for Paramount, you watch it for one show and you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Pay for the services that you use. If you're not using it, get rid of it. And if you're like if you follow some of the stuff when we talk about Debrid and some of these other options, your costs go down, but not zero. I wanted to bring up about those add-ons. I forgot to mention the stuff that happened in Kodi this week.
Yeah.
All right, let me stop sharing that. So this week, let me pull up my sheet, make sure I don't forget nothing. Okay, so a few things updated this week. We had numerous add-ons updated to the Ring stuff, and I'm not going to go into that. It's just a different base. End user will never know that it's been changed, but a few add-ons that you may have seen that have updated. Kodiverse updated, Patriot updated, Asgard, and 4K add-ons all updated. So you may have seen some updates, and it may look a little different than what it did. That's why those are some new updates, and the add-on's been working great, so everything's going to be good there. If you're using the add-on, the loop updated yesterday. If you don't have auto updates, you're going to want to check that particular add-on. Make sure it's updated. If you don't, it's not going to be working as of today because they changed some stuff on the servers, and they will need the 2.5, which again, if you have the loop add-on, go through it. It may have already updated automatically. You don't even have to worry about it. But if it has not, if you see it's available, install it. Get it updated because you want the 2.5 version on the loop to have it work. If the loop is not working, you probably didn't update. So that may be one thing you want to check. I saw a lot of people complaining on numerous platforms this week about Debrid not working. Debrid's giving me failed links. It says it's not able to open. And there was an update for Resolve URL updated this week. It does not always happen, but sometimes when Resolver URL updates, you'll need to go through and reauthorize Debrid or premiumized on your device. It's like the settings don't carry over to the new update. So you could have updated, or you'd be like, I'd authorized RD long before, premiumized before, but you may need to go back. So if you start seeing failed links, double check that your subscription is still active. And then number two, just reauthorize it, and that'll clear up. Like I said, I saw numerous people posting, and it was because Resolve URL updated, and it just needs you to reauthorize it, and you'll go through the steps. There's plenty of places that'll show you. And if if you've got Debrid, you know how to authorize in an add-on. Did you have something, Alban? Yeah, were you saying something?
No. That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Sorry.
So yeah, you're going to want to just have that. So that was an issue that I saw earlier this week. That not a bad issue, but let's see, what else did we have on here, bro?
Do we were we going to say anything about that? I was just looking at it.
The Asus thing. Did you see the article on Asus? The Asus routers?
Oh yeah. That's the one I was just going to ask.
So we try on the show. We'll talk about a lot of stuff, and sometimes we jump around. But these are things that when I'm reading them, and I'm like, that piques my interest. That's something that would affect me. Asus is a big vulnerability to that are super vulnerable right now to some malware being installed, and your router being used against you and not doing what you want it to do. So if you have an Asus router, I put the link down below. There's a URL to it talking about how this Cyclops Blink malware is attacking the Asus routers. There's a firmware. You need to make sure the firmware is updated, but it can go through and basically make your router and your network exploit it. So if you have an Asus modem or router, a lot of people do. They're a higher end one. You're going to want to make sure that you've updated. Again, on the link below shows you the models and the firmware. You want to have the latest firmware to protect yourself, because if you don't,
protect that neck.
Protect that neck, bro. Because the Asus, your own router could be used to do other things, or as well as do things to you with this malware on there. So
on the topic of routers, I thought you were going to talk about this other one with ISPs are charging.
Oh yeah,
rental fees.
I forgot. Yeah, we got to do that one too. Yeah. All right, so yeah, if you have an Asus router, check the link down below to make sure that you're not vulnerable. Where did I have that one? Hold on, I got links up here. Trying to see my link.
I know.
There it is. There it is.
Good.
I didn't have them in order. I had them in order, then I went over stuff. So your ISP. So we're talking about saving money. We talked about making sure you're not getting charged for services you don't need. Another thing is ISPs cannot charge you for you using your own equipment. I use my own router, so we have my own router. We have our own modem. So the ISP cannot charge you a fee if you have your own equipment. Now they will set benchmarks that your equipment has to reach, be a certain security level.
But normally what you're getting is better than what they're giving you. Anyhow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by far. By far. Whatever you buy out there is going to be better 99% of the time than what they're giving you as a rental. But you don't have to pay a rental fee. And this article talks about that some companies, AT&T was quoted a couple times in here, that AT&T customers were either told that they couldn't use their own equipment, or that there would be an extra charge. But they could use their own equipment, there'd be an extra charge. So if you have your own equipment, make sure you're not being charged monthly for that. Check your bill. Sometimes it's only a couple bucks. Sometimes they may charge you $2 for that modem. But if you have your own modem, make sure that you're not being charged for it. And that's and especially like I know when early on we had the modem router, that dual thing, that all-in-one that the cable company gives you, we had that, and it was like $10 a month or $15 a month back in the day that it cost to have that in my place, and they just tack it on your bill. So
not worth it.
By law, they can't. If you have your own equipment, they can't charge you for it, and they have to allow you to use your own. We were talking about hackers just a minute ago, and being safe. Be smart on what you install on your devices. Right now, this article talks about that. It said, and in this article, it claims that 25% of the devices that's been checked had malware on it. It said 2 million new mobile malware strains come out the last year. Last year, 2 million new mobile malware strains came out. I don't know if that number's true, but what I can tell you, there's a lot of malware.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That's what, and I mean, you think it's on devices, and
Listen,
it gets in the stores.
On some stuff, it's not even funny. It's ridiculous. If we think that us getting these spam phone calls are bad, trust me, these guys are doing all kinds of stuff to be able to load. Look how many times the Play Store has been hit with. Apps that make it into the Play Store, or even even the Apple Store got hit with one, right? That this stuff gets by them, and then people start installing this stuff, and it's not like they're saying, "Oh, well, this is how you're going to get it off." No, they're not going to tell nobody.
And again, with like you're right about the Google Play. I mean, I want to say. Off top, just a few weeks ago, I remember them saying they removed 150 or 500. Is something maybe apps, they got removed that had malware in them, and it said most of those were those free games. The shit that people install on their phone,
or the kids install it. You know how many?
Well, they give it to their kid, and they're like, "Here, play the racing game, Jimmy.
Yeah, play this game.
It's free." And a lot of those have malware installed on them. And so you install it for Jimmy to entertain himself while you're at the grocery store. Come to find out, it's mining. It's mining your password to your bank. It's doing all kinds of phishing, or we're getting your information, getting your passwords and your codes, hijacking your Facebook or your Instagram or your Twitters. I mean, it's out there. Be careful what you install. So
Yep.
in here, this article basically, hey, we're having this is happening millions of times every year. Protect your neck. Protect what you install. Protect yourself with what you install on your device, because more times than not, we have now. There's all of your people. You say, "Oh, it's all that information's on my computer." Yeah, maybe, but most of the time, everyone's got that on your phone now.
On your
got
phone.
all your bank information. If you're a cryptocurrency guy or gal, your crypto shit's in there.
Phone. Yep,
it's all in there. So
the phone is more powerful than your computer. Really
but nowadays
have to understand that the phone is more powerful. They care more about that phone.
Hey, see, I get to be the deliverer. It seems like I'm on the bad news,
bad
news wagon. Because
but it's not the bad news wagon. It's just informing everyone. I'm happy to inform people that listen, look out, about this one here now. This is
this one here. Now this is actually going to be able to steal your Google Authenticator. We know that we have the two-factor thing now that everyone's like, well, you do two-factor check, your password and your user, and then we're going to email it to you, or we're going to text it to you, or we're going to call you, however that other way of, to prove that it's you. So there's a new malware that's out. Now the article says this malware is not out yet. The creator of the malware is renting it. He's renting the malware to people, and I want to say it was 2,000 or 5,000. Here it is. Right now, if you want to rent it for a month, and he's only going to rent it to 5 customers, this malware is going to be $3,000 a month. So $3,000 a month going out to 5 different customers that can be able to spread it however they want.
Spread it out, and they're going to make a killing.
Yeah, he claims that this malware is going to cost $5,000. Okay, is what he's going to claim. Now you say, well, so what is it? So this is a malware that's going to be able to install on your Android system, your phone, your boxes or whatever, and it will be able to fake the two-factor authentication. Authentication. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. I didn't know that speech was going to be part of the class today. So here it's going to be able to get that information. So it's going to be able to have access to all the things you think. I've got this safe because whenever somebody logs in, I got to also get the text and do that. It's going to be able to bypass that, claiming this is the guy that created claims that it does this, and be able to put this Trojan out there. It still goes right what we said about the last thing. Be careful what you install. Be careful, even if you're getting from the Google Play Store, the iPhone Store, the Apple Store. Be careful. And I mean, because I am a person that installs tons of shit. I've got here, there. You still got to be careful, because if you're putting yourself at risk, this article's just saying this particular malware, which can be sold, can actually copy and fake your two-factor authorizing. So, and it goes through, the article talks about how it does the capabilities. It's able to get your bank information. It's also able to take a photo. It's also able to send an SMS. It's also able to send a message to all your contacts, download files, inject websites, record audio. This malware is going to be able to do it. Now, again, no, I'm Debbie Downer. It's not out yet, but what we're trying to say, protect your neck. Protect your neck. Be smart about what you're installing. Don't be Mr. I'll install every damn thing out there. Be careful. So, yeah. Let's see. I saw an article, and I don't know if you saw this, or I sent it to you about that 100-inch TV. And I got to give shout outs to Pinky. Pinky posted this in my Telegram room. And because Blue and I were talking about a projector. We've been talking about a projector for probably a year and a half, knocking around the idea of maybe an ultra short throw projector, so you don't have to have it mounted way up. It can be right there at a coffee table, right there on the wall. 100-inch. Here is a 100-inch Dolby Vision, 120 hertz refresh rate, 4K TV. Just was released in China, and it came out to right at 20,000 Chinese yen or what. I'm not sure what it is, but it came out to, if you figured out, it was like 3,100 US, or roughly a little over 3,100 US for this TV. 100-inch 4K, actually a TV, not a projector. And if you guys have looked at, I've been watching the LG OLED ones, and 85-inch is going to run you, I think, $3,000, $3,500 for an 85-inch OLED. This technology is coming. We're going to see this Christmas. We're going to see the 100-inch TVs at Christmas.
I would have sent you mine, if I didn't have to get that damn Oculus.
Yeah. You got a projector, and we don't want to talk about your 8K projector that Mug rolled up at the airport with from. But I bet you, come Christmas, we're going to see these 100-inch TVs. Yeah. Now, they're probably going to be high. They're going to be more than that $3,200. Probably when they first come out, they're going to probably be closer to $4,000 or $5,000 when they come out. But 100-inch. So give it another year and a half. Yeah, I think it's going to be more and more commonplace that we're going to see people with 100-inch TVs. It's going to be out there. Hey, I got a question. Yeah. So for the side chat and for you, I got a question. So what is the size of TV that you have in your house? What size are you running? We'll see. Let people over in the side chat. I want to hear what they got too.
I have a 55 and a 58, but I have a projector that does could go 8 feet wide.
Yeah, he's got a fancy projector that you don't have on.
Because I was forced.
I tried to buy it from him. Wouldn't sell it to me.
No,
wouldn't sell it to me before I left the US.
Not the price I got it.
Mug. Yeah, I want it. Hey, I'll buy it at the price you paid for it.
I know you would.
In a minute. I've got a 55-inch, and then we have in the bedroom, it's maybe a 50 or 45 in the bedroom. So we got Penn, 65-inch. Jim says a 65 for his main TV, 55 for the spare. Okay, 75-inch. The beach. He's got an Oculus. So we don't have to worry about that. He's got an Oculus, so his is even smaller. Samsung 55-inch. I hear you with his QLED probably 75-inch, 55-inch. So a lot of 55s. Okay, just curious. 2 OLEDs. I'm with you.
2 40-inch Hisense.
Yeah, I don't want to know how many TVs you got. Just I want to know the sizes. Like the size of the TV. Just curious. It was just, we're unscientific survey of the people watching. Just curious, like where we're looking at for size 65. So 55 to 60 inches, the most. Yeah, is the most of the people got that 55 to 65. Got a few with the like Patty with she's balling with the 75-inch. Okay. And we had Beach with the 19-inch. So 75 and 65, 48, 55. So, yeah, curious. Yeah. So, yeah, I would like a 100-inch TV. I might even. When I looked at the 85-inch LG OLED at Costco. I'd be happy with that TV. 85 inches is freaking big.
Yeah.
I mean, that's big. I don't think sometimes people say, "Oh, I've got 45-inch." 85, it is a big TV. Yeah. And if you think about this, if you get something like that with an OLED, the picture quality, and even is so good, to get that good of a picture on a projector, which is almost impossible. You have to really spend. Kind of like you. Like you, Bala. You gotta really spend.
Hey, until I get it all set up.
It ain't nothing yet.
No.
So look at Russell. Russell walking around with damn 4 TVs in his house. All of them right around that 50, 55 inch. All right. So yeah, we got lots of. I was curious.
Mm-hmm.
Just curious on how big. You said you got you said a 50 inch.
55 and a 58. 58. I think that is. The 58 is a 3D.
Oh,
Yeah.
but do you use that? I mean,
I used to like using it, when I was into the K thing, because I was able to get a lot of 3D movies that way.
Yeah.
I still can now, but I just haven't been.
Well, you got an Oculus, so that's the only 3D you need. So.
Yeah, no, not really. I want to be able to do other things while I'm watching a movie.
He's so picky. All right, so hey, good news. All right, so I was Debbie Downer about all the viruses and malware and the bad prices going up, and you're getting ready to be booted off your mama's Netflix account because she ain't gonna pay for you no more. So good news, graphics card prices are coming down, and you and I who into the techie shit. The graphics card prices, even more than processors or hard drive. Graphics card prices have been ridiculous for a couple years now.
Insane.
We're finally, since January, we're finally starting to see a drop. So we're seeing a more and more drop over the last time of the price is what it was. This is from Tom Shares Hardware. It goes through and gives you the changes, like the price changes that's happened from March or from February through March. Like this, that's 2 weeks in March, not the whole month, just 2 weeks in March. We're looking at the 3090 card dropped 9.2%. The 3080 card dropped 8%, 8% on the 3080. That's the 12 gig one. So price drop above what the bloated price was. So we talked about that, I think last week. We talked about graphics cards are coming down. The new graphics card, I think the 40, NVIDIA is releasing the 40 series, comes out September, if I remember correctly.
Well, wait, you're talking about 39? Is that
no,
what,
the 40.
50?
The
40.
The 40 series is going to be out.
Okay. No, because I was going to put a thing out there because NVIDIA is having they're doing a conference online and they're going to be giving away, they're giving away, was it 5 cards that the CEO was giving? It's either 5 cards or 7 cards they're going to give away to different individuals who are in the talk. I already subscribed.
Wait. So wait. Hold on. So you got some special. I ain't heard about this.
Well, because I need to get it so I can laugh at you.
He wants less people in it. Okay, y'all. This is what he just said. He didn't tell me about this. How to have a chance to win 1 of 5 cards.
I'm telling you. I'll give you the link to sign up because I didn't know if you guys were going to.
So what I'm saying,
you'd have to be up at 7 a.m.
If there's less people in the contest, that means his odds go up.
No, there's going to be a lot of people in there. There's going to be a lot of people.
But hey, if you had 5 less people, there's a percentage better.
That's true.
Yeah, I would. Hey, definitely send me information. Yeah. I'll get. I'm up by 7, so that ain't the problem. And I'll turn if I just have to put it on mute and let it run in the background. If I can win a free video card, but if you don't happen to win of whatever this next week or whenever the prices are coming down, take a look at summer. If you guys are looking for a video card, probably wait till summer at that lull between the trying to push out the 30 series. So a lot of people bought these cards and just trying to charge more than what they're worth. Let's just be honest. They're trying to gouge people. So those people are going to try to get rid of this shit before that 40 series comes out. Probably summer, we're going to see it bottom out. So if you don't need a card right now, wait that 3 or 4 months. You might. It's going to be cheaper.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot cheaper
for the same exact card.
Right, because they're just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's everything's over suggested retail price. Like this 3090 RTX, average price on eBay $2,100. Look at these prices. Who's paying $3,000 for a video card?
Listen, there was a time I paid like
that's just,
1,700 for a card back
Yeah.
in the day. The dual cards, you know.
there's no, so wait, chill out, folks. We're going to see these prices drop and to get them back at least close to what suggested retail prices, because they'll say, oh, we're going to suggested retail price of $500, and you go to buy the card and it says, oh, that's $799.
$790. Yep.
Wait a minute. Well, I thought it was $500. So if you can wait till summertime. We're going to see the prices. And again, like Tom's hardware just talks about showing just in 2 weeks stuff dropping anywhere from 4%. I see a 12. So yeah, well, this card here says drop 20%, but that's a Radeon card. I don't like those cards, but yeah, so they're all dropping. So just chill. Hold tight. It's about that time. This corner. I forgot. All right. So I'm sharing my screen here. Auburn, tell us about this site, which is Snapdrop.
Which one? Oh, Snapdrop. That's a neat site. Let's say that you're either on your computer or your phone or your tablet or anything, or a friend comes over and you need to give them a file. You both go to this site and you'll see there on the bottom. When you go to the site, it gives you your name that you'll see it on your router, and you're able to send files to different devices.
So I'm gonna pull it up. All right, I pulled it up on my phone. So on my phone, because I guess my phone is chocolate something.
Dolphin.
Chocolate something.
Yeah.
Dole. Chocolate Dole. I don't know what that is. I'm kind of curious now. All right. And then the computer is white chicken. And so on my phone, I see white chicken. So let's say, we want to send a file, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, you can send a file.
All right. So let's say I want to send an APK.
Okay.
All right. So I pulled up my APKs and I'm going to send it. And I'm going to send Nord over to my phone.
Okay.
I think I hit it.
Did you have to drag it on top of it maybe or anything?
I think I got it.
I
got to drag. I got to drag and drop.
Right click. Yeah.
I'm drag and drop.
Okay.
Or maybe because it's so, no? Let's try that again.
Did you?
Did
are
it
you
earlier
on
before
open?
the show.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find something small.
Right click to send a message. Click to send. Right. Oh, you have to click on the other box there first. Oh, did you? Oh, you did. So you just have to click on the file to send it, and then say OK on the bottom right there.
I did. It's not working.
No. When you click on a file, and then is it an open that was there? Okay.
Yeah. And last time we did this, it opened it up.
Oh, it opened it? It didn't send it to it?
Oh. Hey, folks, we tried this before the
yeah,
show.
And it worked, yeah.
I just clicked
I clicked the file. There. And click a file, and then hit
all right, let me see. Let's see. I tried spending sharp. Maybe I need to disconnect and reconnect. Because we connected this before.
And then hit when you hit open. Don't double click on it. Yeah. Just click on open after.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So I'm gonna click it. Opens up thing. I'm gonna hit one click for Smart Tube. I'm gonna hit open.
Okay, there
I
you
can
go.
send. No, that was send a message.
Oh.
Hold on. Let me refresh the page.
Okay.
Maybe it's messed up because we left it on there for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, you mean you still have the same page open? Oh,
I had it open. Yeah, during the tab.
Yeah.
And it's not allowing me, bro.
Just reopen the page and try trying. I'll
try to send Pluto TV over. There it goes.
Okay.
I had to all right, so all right, folks. So what our malfunction was is before the show, I had the website on my phone and we had the website open on here. So I had to refresh my phone as well as on here for basically for it to see my device again. It timed out.
Yeah.
So I sent Pluto TV. I sent Pluto TV to my phone. Now you can't see it, but on my phone, I see that it says file has been received. Pluto TV gives me the version number. Do you want to save it or ignore it? So I'm able to save that file that I sent from my computer directly over. I know there's a couple other apps that do this, but this does it really easy. I mean, just go to the website and bing, bang, boom. I'm good.
But it has to be through that network, through that Wi-Fi network.
Yeah.
You know.
So see, there's me sending the Kodi 19.4.
You have someone that comes over and they need an APK. You can use this, and you can give them that APK that they need, or whatever type of file.
So easy way of doing that. That's it's a neat. I actually like this. We'd look like we didn't know what we were doing at first, which kind of messed up. But yeah, it works very well. I just had sent right now on my phone. It popped up. It says, "White Chicken has sent you Kodi 19.4. Do you want to accept it?" And then you basically say ignore or accept. So great way of sending over files. Okay. All right, and then you had another website.
Yeah. Let me see where that one. Panzoid. Yeah, that one allows you for all those YouTube guys out there like that, and gals, sorry, that want to make up, different, little like videos that you need to insert into your YouTube. You could use this to create it, and like say you make a clip that you want to put in there, you can use it to create it and save it, and then use it for your YouTube stuff.
So it can make so it makes intros, outros, backgrounds. It can be running in your background, any of that kind of stuff that it's able to be running, and you can change the words so I'll just change this. I guess it's dual by default, but I'm able to go through and change it so that I can create an animated intro however I want. Let's see. I'm looking at these. Was it Clip Maker? I saw one that said Marvel, but I'll click on this name. So when I go to name, I want to say I click on this little box, which is my my object. So that's HDR. That ain't it. Because sometimes and some of them it'll ask me I can change this word. Yeah, I'm surprised it doesn't let me do a name. Normally would do a. Here it is, name. Okay. So I'm gonna say. Oops.
Is that creating a new one, or is it you changing that one?
I'm changing this one. Just change and putting a word in there. So I'm gonna hit enter. Oh, we got it. We got to finish it. That's right, don't we? So I changed it to Debutcher. I'm not gonna change the colors. Animation. We'll start rendering it. And so now it'll go through and render a video for us, so that if we wanted an intro or an outro, or even it running in your back, if you had it like on a loop, it could be running in the background. Again, it's free. I could have logged on. I have not logged on, but maybe it gives you more options for logging on. I'm going to give it just this 30 more seconds so we gets done. There's a lot of people that could use this, though.
Yeah, that's what I figured, you know.
I already got my team. I have a team that worked on my intro together, but they worked on at different times. But not everybody got a team like I got. So shout out to my team for my intro. Oh man, now it wants me to download it. I want
to play it.
I just wanted to play the damn thing.
You could have went return to editing, and then you could have. You could have opened it.
Oh. I got too many.
You already downloaded. You could play it. You got too many things open.
Yeah. So return to editing. Oh, it didn't change my name that time. See, still left it as the name. But I did change it.
You changed it before, yeah.
Yeah, I changed it in there. I don't know what I did wrong. Well, so both sites we ruined because we did them incorrect. Yeah. But they both work.
They both work.
Panzoid, if you want to mess around with it, doing it live here. I had it work. Of course, it worked. It worked before we did the show. I got that. It worked fine. I changed my name, and Dab was spinning around in it. But of course, when we do it live, shit's gonna fuck up. So if you want to make an intro or backgrounds that's just running, check that out. Panzoid, the other site that you had, you're looking to share some files inside your network, snapdrop.net. Snapdrop.net. So check those out. All right. So what we had? Do you want to talk about any kind of
what? I'm sorry.
Some of that you like to look at entertainment news.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Let me just give me a minute to get to some of it because it was. Let me see here. We have.
And Debrid, you ain't retiring. He makes our intros every player pass. He's continuing to do it.
Yep. Now we just gave you this site for you to use, Debrid.
Debrid has got it worked out. He don't need no help.
Yeah.
He don't need no help.
No, actually, he does right now because something happened with his his setup or something. So.
All right,
that's why I put that one up there.
While you're looking at some of that information, the two things we have this week, Wednesday, Player Pass, Spider-Man No Way Home, and the Atom Project. So if you guys follow us on Player Pass, every Wednesday, 5 p.m., we do Player Pass. We give a review of some movies. We have some friends join us. Debrid joins us, Roger, Eddie. And we're going to be able to get Andrew and Blue to be on there with us to cover some of the movies this coming week. Atom Project and Spider No Way Home, two fun movies. I think a lot of people are going to enjoy these movies, and I can't wait to hear people's thoughts. I know Andrew was in love with Spider-Man when he went to the movies. So next Wednesday, Player Pass, Spider-Man No Way Home, or the Atom Project are the movies that we're reviewing. Look forward to you people joining us. I know Patty joins us, and Trinket Sharon joins us on the side check. Octavia, she's always there.
Okay, some of the things also that I want to talk about was Scott Bakula was. We originally heard that the Quantum Leap was coming back, but apparently he's not going to be doing it because this other project came along, Unbroken on NBC, that he's going to do. and apparently they didn't want him in the reboot of Quantum Leap.
Wouldn't he be too old?
Well, true.
I mean, think about it. That was what? Early 80s?
80s? Yeah, it was 80s.
That was early 80s, so that's
well, he
30
didn't. He really didn't age that bad. Believe it or not, he didn't. I got to give him that. You know, I do have to give him that. He didn't age too bad. Another show that that's coming out is this Mike Myers.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. You're freezing. You got other things open. All of a sudden, your volume has got like your volume has gotten like your internet's jacked up. You got.
Wow.
Did you have something else open? All of a sudden, it started messing up.
Let me just close.
Yeah, because all of a sudden you started your audio started like going out.
Well, that's strange.
I just don't want. I want people to understand you because it was sounding like you're going.
Well, Mike Myers is he's doing this new show where he's going to be playing 8 different characters on Netflix. It's called what is that? The Pentavate? Pentarate.
Didn't know there was going to be spelling in this class.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So he's going to be doing that.
Huh.
So
all right.
It's
so
good
Mike
to see
Myers.
Mike Myers is doing something again. We discussed about Amazon and MGM. And I know there are a lot of you out there, David Chase fans from The Wire. He has got this new show. We Own the City. It's going to be an HBO. It's a new crime drama. He's got a lot of it took a couple guys from the old The Wire show are going to be in it. If you get to watch that trailer, you should watch it. If you're a David Chase fan and you like The Wire, you're going to love this. They're doing a continuation of Baltimore. So
I never watched The Wire. I never watched.
I just want to strangle you over that.
Hey, there's not a lot of
listen. If anyone out there could at least, if they feel that Dabs should watch The Wire, just put a number 1 out there, and please let him see, because it's a shame.
Yeah, The Wire.
It's a shame that he hasn't watched The Wire. It's one of the best. It was the best show on TV, and everyone already knows that. You know, it really was. You know, you could check. You know, any list. The show was so good because anyone who watched it knows that the show was so good that they were the first show that HBO said, "Oh, okay, well, we're gonna show this early, a day early, just to see how many people really want to watch this show." You know, every week you remember there was another HBO thing that they had where you can watch a show earlier. What was it? Not at Max. It was way before Max or anything like that came out. But there was another thing that was it HBO Plus? I don't even remember. That sounds
familiar, but I don't remember.
I didn't never have HBO. They put it there, and people went crazy for it. They bought it just to be able to watch The Wire, and it was a great show. And and you see all the ones that are up there.
I'm looking. I see who's hollering.
You're.
I might. It's in my genre.
It is
in my genre.
And if you see the amount of actors that are in it that completely blew up, the scene. Prior. Yeah, that this is where they all came from. This is
HBO Go might have been it. Yeah, Roger might be right. Might have been HBO Go.
Okay.
I know. Yeah. Go was even later though. I don't know.
Go was
I'll watch for it. Mm-hmm. Look, the beach says that I'll watch The Wire when you watch all the Harry Potter movies.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Leach
Come
never
on.
watched it neither? Oh, my gosh. Maybe he does belong in West Virginia.
Oh, giving him a break. Give him a break.
Man.
So I'll take a look. I'll add it to my.
Yeah, definitely
I'll
add it.
I'll add it.
Definitely add it. Because
Gut-
it's been so
gut-
long, and to not have watched it it's criminal.
Yeah, I mean, because I talked to Blue about Oz,
Mhm.
which she doesn't.
never
That's not her. That's not stuff in
genre.
her wheelhouse. You know,
Right.
it's not her genres.
Mhm.
And I told her, I said, we're gonna watch Oz one day because I
Mhm.
remember watching Oz back when it was on
Yeah.
HBO, and it was
Yeah.
like, holy shit, it was like
Yeah,
disturbing.
it was a great show.
There was
Yeah, but it was a
this is
great
disturbing.
show. And look all the people that came out of
Oh
it.
yeah, oh yeah, tons
know?
of big actors. Gut Wall Street says, I like the show Raising Wolves. I have not watched season 2. I haven't watched that yet. I'm waiting for all the episodes to be done to do like Auburn Hates. And I'm gonna watch them all. So.
Oh, that was the other thing that I was thinking of. Remember I said Australia before?
Yeah.
And I knew there was something that I wanted to talk about. Was this here with that in Australia, Google is now asking is going to ask for people's license and a passport so they can basically quote unquote register you on the service. So this is another thing to watch for. That
Big Brother.
Gonna be Big Brother is coming down. Yeah,
dang, you got to like show
something.
your license or your passport.
Mm-hmm.
And any of us that have been in that situation where you have to prove your identity, especially in the pandemic days, where it's been, you can't see no one face to face, and having to show who you were if you got to use a webcam or so. That's interesting.
All right.
So I wonder if that's able, so they're able to tell if it's what country you're from. So all right. Go ahead, Batman.
Batman has revealed its HBO Max release date. It's going to be Tuesday, April 19th on HBO Max, and Saturday, April 23rd on just regular HBO.
So HBO, the Batman, and everyone I've seen questions about this. The Batman is scheduled. Digital release is on the 19th. So don't go asking everywhere where you can find it.
Where you can find it.
on before then, because maybe it is, maybe it ain't, but most likely we know when it will be a digital copy, which is the 19th. So we can expect it definitely on the 19th. If you get lucky earlier, I think this is going to be one of those ones that they're very tight. I don't think they're going to see early leaks on this, in my opinion, but that's only a month away. We're talking a month, and that's not very far, which makes me wonder, is it not doing well at the box office? Because that's not but a month. It took Spider-Man 4 months.
4 months to make it.
Spider-Man 4 months to get the digital copy, a digital copy release that people could watch. We're talking a month, and that's the official release date. So then obviously it's not doing well at the theaters, is what my thought is.
NCAA. You want to talk about that?
Oh, yes, NCAA. So me being an American, I love some.
You're not American no more.
Yeah, I am. I still got a passport.
You can't.
I'm American. I'm American. Shut up. Don't make me have to show all my rednecks.
Oh my
so
gosh.
NCAA.
Do you have a Canadian flag anywhere on you?
No.
Okay. Don't please.
No, I have a shirt that says "Go Canada." That I think that Forrest bought me. One of my coworkers bought me a shirt that said "Go Canada." He bought it for me as a joke. But no Canada stuff. But the NCAA tournament is going on right now. Started yesterday. A couple big upsets yesterday. We had Iowa got beat by Richmond, and there was New Mexico State, a 12 seed loss. But then late last night, Kentucky. And even for people that aren't basketball fans, you're like, college basketball in Kentucky. Number 2 seed lost last night to a 15 seed. So a team called Francis Peter or Peter Francis or Peter Frampton. I can't remember his name. The name of that college, it beat Kentucky last night. So March Madness is on. I love watching it. It was on all day today. The tournament starts to be the next 3 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. I thoroughly enjoy watching the NCAA. So definitely, if you're a sports person, take a look at some of those games. You hear about colleges or see colleges that are playing major league teams in the NCAA world. They're able to play these big teams, and it's fun to watch. If you're on Kodi and you're like, do I see it? The Crew may have it. The Loop may have it. Asgard may have it. Mad Titan might have it. So you can look at any of those places. If you want to find those, you find them on your own. What those add-ons are, they may have some of that stuff. So definitely check out the NCAA tournament. Love it. And especially when I see big teams losing. I always get excited when I see some of these big teams losing. And I don't really like Kentucky, so it doesn't hurt my feelings they lost.
Tonight, if anyone is interested tonight in watching something, the PFL Challenger Series is on tonight, week 5, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And for tomorrow.
And what's the PLL? What's the PLL?
Professional
PFL.
Fighting League. Professional Fighting League. Not the pillow fight. Not the pillow fight.
I was just thinking, is
that
the damn pillow fighting and I'm missing it?
No.
Okay.
No, that's professional fighting.
Inside joke, and any of you guys that have been on big screen with us, we have broadcasts on the Oculus big screen. We have broadcasts the pillow fighting, and that's legit shit. And it's a joke, but okay, they've got it.
And the beach is having no withdrawals because there's no tough man this week. I don't think
no tough man.
No, not this week. Well, next week. I think it's 2 weeks that they're taking a break.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. No whether it's because of no.
Is it mating season up there for West Virginia?
It could be. It could be because how the gypsies run. It's that time of year for the gypsies.
Mating season with the gypsies.
Mating season. They can't. They can't get any
otherwise
ring
called.
girls.
Otherwise, in West Virginia,
any of the ring girls.
Otherwise in West Virginia, that's called family reunions.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So
but,
we got
tomorrow,
something else tomorrow night.
Yeah, is UFC Volkanov versus Aspinall in the O2 Arena in London. Let me see. The 4 o'clock is
the main card.
Yeah, main card, and 1 o'clock is the prelims.
So that's Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. on the East Coast, 1 p.m. for the prelims. So if you're looking to watch UFC, and I'm sure this is an ESPN fight. ESPN or ESPN Plus.
ESPN.
It's probably one of those. So again,
if it's a fight night.
Follow what I said about the NCAA tournament. If you're looking to watch this event, you'll be able to find that, as well as FOD will probably have it too. So, so go ahead.
Right? No, I think that's it for me.
I
think I got everything.
I think we did.
I just take my stuff and I just run through it.
We covered a lot of shit.
I don't talk as much as you.
Shut up.
And I didn't even say Plex. Okay, everyone.
I finished my
my
beer. I need another one, but
you owe me one.
I'm gonna. As soon as we get on this, my food's sitting right there. I'll be.
Oh boy, you and your food.
I'm getting called out. So hey, thank you, Linda, for joining the show. Thanks for hanging with us. I appreciate you hanging. I know that hanging out with me isn't a commitment, because you and me, we're a 2-hour show. This is not. This is not your damn 5-minute video. This is a 2-hour show. We cover tech from one end to the other and lots of subjects. So,
and if you people, want to hear about
spring training,
if you want to hear about certain stuff that you want to find out about, listen, hit us up and let us know. We'll find information for you. I figured, that I'll be the one because Dabs will be working soon, hopefully. And
he's trying to get me to work.
Yep. No, that's
you been talking to Blue or something.
Yeah.
To Blue?
Let's
like, get his ass a job.
Work. Yeah, get him a job. But
Plex, bong hits.
Mm-hmm.
Bong hits.
I'm trying to think if there's any of the new Plex stuff that's been happening, but I can't.
They've been kind of they've been slow.
No, but there was another update recently.
Didn't it add some more live channels, or was that
They added more live. No, they did add more live channels also.
But they're not really live, and they're those
but internet, but listen,
those internet channels.
Those are internet channels, but you know what? You know, for someone, if you took someone who didn't, really watch too much TV, they could get used to the flex channels.
You're right. You're right. I mean, yes,
someone who just wants to watch the news, wants to watch the weather.
Yeah.
You set them up with that. Have a nice day. And if you really wanted to, you could, they could buy a Plex service someplace, because there are guys out there that have the services. Hey, you can set them up with that. They'll be good to go. You really don't have to. You wouldn't have to sit there and answer 80 questions for them. Because Plex is easy enough to toggle for.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, you're right. I mean, we tend to be a little more picky.
Yeah.
But yeah, Plex. I mean, for what it is, if you especially pay the Prime, it's Plex Pass is worth it.
Yeah.
Chuck says he needs to sell his Plex, and anybody Chuck. I think Chuck could give Netflix a run for their money.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else I know could give Netflix a run for their money. You're like looking through his Plex. I'm like, what the hell, man? Leave a show alone.
No. Does he know? You never know when you want to go
digital order. Digital order.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it. So what?
You know what? The first step is to admit it. First step is to admit it.
I did.
I don't have a problem. I ain't got a problem
with it. Hey, listen, someone said, hey, they wanted to watch Amos and Andy. Okay, sure, here you go. You never know what someone's going to want to watch. You never know.
All right. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you, hon, for watching. Thanks for being all around with us all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to see you
it's funny because I look at someone like, dang, leave it, man. There'd be shows that be like, what? I never heard of that show.
Because you don't listen, you ain't watched The Wire, okay? So I don't even know why.
All right, well that's a legit show I've heard of. You've got shows I ain't never heard of. I'm looking through your list.
Did you see the what was it the meat thing I had that you need to watch? I don't know if you've ever watched that show. The meat men. Yeah.
What is that? The one where they do butchering? They don't compete against each other.
No, that was another show. That was the Butcher or something. The Butchers. That one's called. The Meat Men is another one about was it Sal Lafreda, the big meat guy butcher here in New York?
Murders.
No. He's a actual butcher.
Oh, he's a real butcher.
And about all the butchers there, and how they do their jobs, and it's really good.
I'll check it. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I'll you see the Meat Men? Okay, so I'll take a look. They're on Auburn.
I think it was on. It came from either Discovery or TLC or something like that. I remember that show because me, I love meat too. I'm a meat
hey, let's not talk about your prison days.
That's the Keepsake, anyone?
I wasn't sure if you're paying attention.
Yeah, I was. I was paying attention.
C-Man, peace out. Hey, bro, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thoughts and prayers out to C-Man. Been thinking about him a lot. He's been going. Hey, I talked about some of the add-ons earlier that updated, so you may have seen that. And if you did, you'll see that they have popped up with updates, and so you should be okay with that. But good job on the work that they're all doing. So let's roll because we're at 2 hours. So we got the show on Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Wednesday is Player Pass. We have Spider-Man: No Way Home and the Adam Project.
Adam Project.
And earlier when I was talking about it, I actually thought I did click share, and I'm like, I had them on my Vivaldi, the two movies going back and forth, and then when I backed out, I'm like, well, fuck, I'm not even sharing my damn screen. That shows hey, quality show here. Quality.
Hey, I try to keep my eyes on stuff.
So yeah, Player Pass next Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. No Way Home. Add project. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to anybody. If you liked it, didn't like it, what you didn't like about it. The only thing we ask about the show is if you try to come up with some little meat why you didn't like something. Not the movie sucked. Hey, we need a little more than, tell me the directing sucked, the special effect, the acting. But yeah, we definitely got that going on next Wednesday. You said UFC tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
PFL, was that tomorrow too?
That's tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah.
All right, so that's tonight. And then the NCAA tournament all day today, tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. And then it'll be back on again on, I guess, Thursday. So it'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. So we got that going on. So hope everyone enjoys. Thanks for all you guys joining and hanging with me. Yeah. Fucking 50 plus people watching us at 2 hours in. Hey, hope you all learned something. If not, if you need to ask me a question, down below is our Telegram rooms. You can find me and Alvin in any of those Telegram groups, and we'll help you there. So, hey, streaming matters to us because streaming matters to you. Later, all.